Come on, girls. Hit, like, share, and subscribe. Come on, y'all now. Hit. Come on, y'all now. Hit that like button. Get me up to 10,000 subscribers. Happy June the 10th, June the 19th. Like, share, and subscribe. Come on, girls. Hit, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. That's right. I said that. So Saguchi is the stepmother. She's the stepmother, you guys, to AJ's children. But right here, she is belittling their mother, right? This is Saguchi's right here, y'all. Now, what she's doing, she want to apologize to her stepdaughter, right here. Sanjay, she want to apologize to him. This is those two hugging. She's gonna hug it out. However, look at Sanjay's face. Sanjay feel like she's fake because she's always talking about her mother. And so y'all know that they had got into a fight, right? And they got in a fight at the wig lunch because so Selena asked her to, why didn't you speak to me? And she turned around and said, well, I don't speak to no extra. So she was belittling this child's mother. This is her stepdaughter. The girl in the middle is her daughter. Saguchi daughter. This Saguchi daughter. So, and that Sanjay. So what's going on is now they're already having a meeting. According to Sanjay, they don't have 7 meetings about her bad mouthing her their mother, and that is why they can't get close. But Saguchi gonna act like she's the victim because even so, you guys, even so at that party, she launched, if you watch it really closely, she launched at Selena first. Selena was triggered when she said, belittled her about she was an extra. But anyhow, she belittled this woman. And my daughters, I told them, look here, you can come stay with me. I told them moms, let them stay with me, goddamn. I will raise these goddamn girls. When Saguchi came a part of my life, it helped me out tremendously because I was doing everything on my own. I would comb their hair, help them with their, and she wasn't there at that time, so I stepped in. It's just bad that I can have my children on the right page, but that's wrong. That's wrong. As a stepmother, you now boasting about this woman, trying to make Selena looks like she's an unfit mother. Now, see, they already had the conversation already, and there is Marie. Marie tried to be the peacemaker. Marie, so anyway, she's standing up there waiting on Sanjay to apologize to Sanjay for fighting with her mother and calling her mother's name. There's that hug, y'all. Sanjay not having it. Because y'all just heard what she said. I combed the kids' hair. I had to get them dressed. I had to help them with their homework. In other words, she's making their mother look like an unfit mother. So, she's not having it. She manipulated the whole situation where she didn't have to put her hands on you through a glass, and now you don't cause destruction within the goddamn family. So later we're planting a bad seed that poison soil. That seed ain't gonna grow right. And it's like you gotta start all over. It's like she's trying to destroy whatever we got in my house because she know the girls are my heart. And if she can't get to me, she thinks she can get through me through my girls. But
But it don't work like that. Because one thing about God, he got hands on everything. What you trying to destroy, he always make it better.
So unless we take 2 steps forward, that took us 3 steps in a raise. His girls is in a raise. It's real simple. So how is that happening? You on national TV, calling their mother a little extra, trying to belittle their mother. You on national TV saying that Selena was a bad mama. And frankly, they tired of it. Now, AJ, you just beside yourself. Dad up there talking about, Dad is saying that, Selena still want him and how Selena really miss him and all that. It's a bunch of crap. Yeah. Bunch of crap. Serena is not.
Yeah, this make me think the Trees clip had all this goddamn plan to do what they did so Gucci. Like, no.
Yeah, so I have seen you. The wig mixer, how are you?
Shantae is on the babies or the big girl?
You, the wig mixer, how are you? Yeah.
Seeing Shantae at the parade, I am literally just not paying Shantae any attention because at this point, I know what actually happened and I'm not in the mood to talk to her or deal with it. And not only that, but we haven't talked since the event. So I'm here to support Zuri and I'm here to support Marie.
It's been kind of tough. I hadn't seen you, and I just want to let you know, whatever happened between me and your mom, I want to apologize to you for acting like that. Because we've been through so much, and I've known you guys since y'all was like, we're adults and we're going to figure it out,
Shantae is trying to talk to me and hug me, and I'm not having it because I feel like it is ungenuine and that she's being fake. Our family was on a path of healing after that conversation that we had on the couch with my sisters. I'm liking that we're doing this because I don't think that we've actually talked as a family. I'll talk to Daddy. I'll talk to you. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to Dee separately. Mm-hmm. But we've never talked to each other about the situation. After we had that conversation, we actually had another conversation, a personal conversation with all of us sitting at the table. And one of the things that we brought up to Shlai, I don't have anything against your mom, and, we can't see that. After having that conversation, she turned around and did it all over again. So you can't expect to be close to your stepdaughters and all of that when you can't even be respectful.
I don't know. I ain't really got much to say about it. Like, I feel like y'all done been in the same room together.
We have, and that's really
Literally, Saguchi, you have been the stepmother from hell. Now, since I was a little girl, I've been listening at you belittle my mother. Now, since I'm an adult, I got to listen at you on national TV talking about what you did for me, how you combed my hair, like as if we were running around there unkept, like as if my mother was an unfit mother. And you mean you want me to pretend like you were a good stepmother? Oh, no. So when I'm visiting my father, did you intentionally just wait till I come in the room and then you start talking about my mother? Did you intentionally make me feel unwelcome? You had to, because when you start talking about my mother, that's going to make me feel unwelcome. Yes, you've been evil. You've been evil, Saguchi. You've been evil to us growing up. And what else? We tried to work it out. We done had families meeting. Not just one, not just two, but a bunch of families meeting. Each time you say you're going to change. Each time you say things are going to get better. And what did I do there? I goes to the lunch. Goes to the event with my mom. And what did you do? You shaded my mother. You try to belittle my mama. You tell her you didn't have time to talk to me. No extra. Did I watch you lunch at my mom? I watch you take your glasses off, pull your wig off. I watch you lunch at my mother. When my mother lunch back at you, all of a sudden you are a victim. Yes, you've been a horrible stepmother. You've been verbally abusive, and then not to manage, you manipulate my dad. You be manipulate my dad. It got my dad thinking that my mom is a bad person. I gotta listen to my dad talk about how bad of my person my mama was. Well, my dad told me, well, yeah, I had to take care of y'all because your mama liked to go to the club. Then you chime in and said my mother that how you had to comb my hair. Our hair was never combed. You had to do our homework, like as if my mother never did anything for us at all. You have never respected my mother. Every time I'm around you, almost immediately when we walk through the door, you start instantly attacking my mama. For as long as I could remember, you say you've been on me since I was 5 or 6 years old, and I can remember that. I can remember how you disrespect my mother all these times.
Y'all always had y'all tension. Like, y'all wasn't never just cool. But, I mean, I think it was just some disrespectful stuff that pushed her. And then, if you was going to go up there and be disrespectful, it's like, why even walk her? And you knowing you going up there and I'm about to speak to her. And that's why I walked out. Yeah, but
honestly, Shantae running her mouth talking about, I'm sorry, this, that, and that, when I know it's not genuine. You waited until this event to say something when you could have easily called me. You could have easily had my daddy set up a time, a day, or a meeting. We could have came to his house, but I didn't hear anything from you until today, and you knew you were seeing me. I'm sorry if I'm not taking what you're saying to heart when you're not even being real. Shantae is playing a victim role, and I don't have time to sit up here and entertain someone who's not going to hold themselves accountable for something they've been doing for years, and it finally caught up to them.
It could have been okay out after putting up with disrespect for so many years. So,
Y'all, what she said, I'm tired of you disrespecting my mama year after year after year, then apologizing, and then you keep on redoing the same thing. I'm over it. This is Oma at the site of, looks like they resumed working out here at the site out here at, yeah, looks like they resumed working out here, y'all. So I don't know what he's doing when they start. It's early in the morning, y'all. I stayed all night at the hospital last night, but it's early, and it seems like some activity has been going on here. Yeah, some activity has been going on out here. Yeah. So he's getting the house up and ready. Yeah, he has. Getting everything ready. Y'all see the bricks? Yo, they're coming on now. I don't know what that is in a white bag, but Martel has resumed working. Yeah, this is Black Titanic. I'm just on the site. It's early in the morning, about 5 in the morning, coming from the hospital. I spent the night out last night is what I did. Yeah, I spent the night. But anyway, just letting y'all know that, Lord Jesus, my face always be up here, all too tight. Just letting y'all know that, Martel has resumed working and they're getting stuff done out here.
When in disagreement, a common person tries to Wesley of Narcissism. Listen to them, be honest, and make sure they understand where the other is coming from. Sure, sometimes people can slip and become too upset or too anxious, but generally, that's the unwritten guideline. Narcissists, on the other hand, argue in what is sometimes referred to as bad faith. It means that they don't even care about or even try to understand the other person. Or even worse, they are dedicated to deliberately misunderstanding and mischaracterizing others, even to the point of absurdity. They are willingly dishonest, deceptive, morally corrupt, often while at the same time quick to accuse others of being dishonest, deceptive, and morally corrupt. Number 2, fallacies, nonsense, word salad. Narcissists are often ill-equipped to have mature discussions or resolve conflicts, yet in their mind they are experts at it. As a result, they often use some terms, arguments, or techniques that they've heard about, yet don't really understand, all while thinking that they are being rational, reasonable, or correct, sometimes to the degree that they have become extremely upset or even aggressive that you are being irrational, unreasonable, uneducated, and unwilling or unable to have a mature conversation. Meanwhile, in reality, what they're saying is simply an incoherent rant or an amalgamation of logical and argumentation fallacies, misrepresentation of you, factual errors, emotional language, or pure nonsense, as in something that literally makes no sense. In more extreme cases, it's called word salad, as in a mix of words that are just thrown together with no coherence or structure. Number 3, provoking, bullying, or intimidating. Since a narcissist's goal is to dominate and be perceived as right at all costs, they often use aggression. This category involves the more overtly aggressive attacks commonly used by narcissists. Such methods include provoking, bullying, and intimidating, where the narcissist picks on you, calls you names, yells, acts overly emotional, deliberately tries to hurt you, blatantly lies, threatens, or even physically aggresses against you. Not only that, then they spin it around, presenting it as if by reacting to it or by ignoring them, you are the one who's unreasonable, too emotional, and aggressive against them. And you guys have seen this.
Singing Coming From Where I'm Coming From by Anthony Hamilton, up and coming artist.
Sitting here, guess I didn't make them. Got time, story to tell. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up and daddy was home.
Okay, so that is the problem right there. Martel sits at the table with his little brother, concerned about his little brother lifestyle. And like little brother said, we had nobody to raise us. Daddy wasn't there. And sometimes I wonder if it would have been better for us or would have been worse for us if Dad was there. But they don't know because Dad was gone. Dad was in jail, just like Martel's following Dad's footsteps, just like Martel did. Martel said, you ought to be like me. But big bro, no, you was in trouble too, big bro. We had nobody. We were raised up in the streets.
I started hustling, they couldn't tell me nothing. Running in the hood, trying to be somebody. My soul was on empty. I was searching for something. Tried to be good, tried to keep from trouble. Living too fast, trying to make good on the hustle. Sometimes you know, sometimes you got it hard.
And so Martel says, I know it's hard out there, bro. I know it's hard out there, bro, but you gotta stay focused. What I did to stay focused was I got married. Yes, I got married. And then bro said, yeah, well, whatever happened to Melody? He was saying that, they're separated or something like that. But he says that I stayed focused. That's what kept me focused was marriage. Now, y'all know that it's a narcissistic statement. His focus was out there in the streets. He still was out there in the streets. But anyway, he said he could try to guide his brother to a better life. Brother, what happened when we woke up? Daddy was gone.
Sometimes you gotta walk to work, yeah. Sometimes you gotta do a little bit.
Yeah, that 9 to 5, bro, it wasn't for me, bro. No, that 9 to 5. I got a 9 to 5 now, bro. What about you? You had a 9 to 5, and you still was out there in the street hustling, even with your 9 to 5 job, big bro. Now, I'm trying to do this 9 to 5 job, but sometimes it get a little hard. I gotta do a little dirt. You understand, bro? 'Cause that's what you did.
Wasn't really looking as I found it. 5'3" like brown skin. Coming from the university. My style looking kind of lovely.
Yeah, that's when I started being focused. I met Melody. Yeah, the little brown skinned sister. Thin and intelligent and smart. And you know what, bro? She kept me focused. Yeah, I was plugging in school. She did my homework for me, bro. Yeah, and I had dropped out of school. And then, you know what she did, bro? She paid my school fees and got me back on in school, bro. Yeah, I was more focused when I had that little light-skinned girl. That's what happened to Melody. But what happened to her? What happened with y'all, bro? Bro, of course, you know, bro. She wasn't fulfilling my needs. Oh, she wasn't fulfilling my needs. That's what. So I went back out in the street. So, bro, how are you gonna be an example to me? You lost all that girl did for you. You end up going back out in the streets, and then you got the nerve to tell me that you was focused. Let's go and keep on listening to my grandson. Sing it, grandson.
Didn't know she had much strength. Down the ride out, didn't take the train. Even took her to a poker game. Top notch with fried chicken and sushi. Tried to be good. Tried to treat you like a lady. Tried to be a friend. Turns out that you were shady. Sometimes you get along some things are what you seem to be. Sometimes you're angry. Oh, sometimes you forget us. Well, try to be good. Oh, there's nothing but to us all about me. Didn't want to die young. Said he has to try to be my family. Too scared to have a kid and do like that again. 'Cause I'm so scared of family. Sometimes it gets hard.
So I end up just like Daddy anyway. Yeah, it's hard out there.
Sometimes you gotta move.
I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to fail, but I end up just like
sometimes
Daddy.
You gotta cry a little bit louder. Oh, sometimes you gotta fight the pain. Sometimes you gotta walk.
Yes. Gotta do the crime by myself. Gotta do the time, because I did the crime. Granville Wood. I talk about Granville Wood a lot, you guys. Y'all remember when I do the history of my great auntie aboard the Titanic? They were using his invention aboard the Titanic. I told y'all he was the first wireless communication. They were using the telegraph. You know, it made so they can communicate from boat to boat, train to train, airplane to airplane. That's what Granville Wood invented. Also, the big boilers down there. He improved those boilers that was in the boiler room down there, where the black men's down in the bows of the Titanic had to put those coals in those boilers. That's what they used for fuel, to make the boat move, to keep boat afloat. Also, Glenville T. Woods, y'all to know this, but he was a captain on the Ironside ship. I think it's in London. Yes, he was a captain. Yes, this man was very intelligent. But this is your Black History Spotlight. Black inventor, Black excellent, Granville T. Woods,
who is known by some as the greatest electrician in the world. Granville T. Woods was born in 1856 in Columbus, Ohio. OH! That's where you're supposed to say I-O.
Granville started working at a very young age, and at 10 years old, he worked at a machine shop.
This is a dangerous job for a 10-year-old.
He later had jobs as a fireman, a steel worker.
Seriously? More fire?
And shoveling coal into a steam engine on a train.
Why are all my jobs so hot?
After work, Granville went to school to learn about electricity. That education paid off because Granville soon became one of America's best inventors. In 1884, he invented a way to heat homes with a steam boiler.
My hot jobs did teach me all about heat.
He also invented a new telephone transmitter that made phone calls easier to hear and understand. I can't understand you. Put on that new Granville Woods telephone transmitter.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Thanks, Granville T. Woods. In 1885, Granville invented a way for people to send a message by speaking near a telegraph machine. It's hard to explain what that means, but it's kind of like, instead of just texting, you can talk and text on the same device. It was such a big deal. Alexander Graham Bell bought the patent for the rights to the invention from Woods.
Is that enough money? Alex, you have a deal.
He also invented the amusement apparatus, which led to many amusement park rides. He invented an incubator, which is a box to keep eggs warm enough to hatch. He invented the induction telegraph, allowing railroad engineers and conductors to talk to each other while moving on a train. It was such a big invention, Thomas Edison tried to take credit for it. Edison took Granville to court twice, trying to take away his invention. But Granville Woods won the trials, proving he was the real inventor. After Thomas Edison lost in court, he asked Granville Woods to work for him. Granville said, "Sorry, Tommy, I'd rather work for myself." Granville T. Woods lived a long time ago, but his inventions still make our lives safer and better today. Let's talk. Granville T. Woods' invention improved the telephone. What would you invent to improve something that already exists? Why do you think Thomas Edison tried to take credit for Granville's big invention? What would you do if someone said something you worked hard to create was really theirs? Have you subscribed to the Wise channel? Well, if not, do it today.
This is the Wise channel, you guys. Very educational. Granville Wood Black. So the song coming from where I'm from, I used to sing that and play that a lot when my grandson was small. And now it just makes me feel so good. He's sitting up there singing the song. So I caught it in a video, yes. But anyway, we have to demonstrate a lot of strength as mothers, especially single mothers, for our children. If the daddy is gone, the daddy may be out in the streets, or the daddy may be in jail. In this case, what we heard in the hoax case, daddy was in and out of jail, and mama was gone all the time too. Mama got caught up. So what did he say? We were by ourselves. We had to raise ourselves. And that song so eloquent say, I started hustling. I wanted to be somebody, but my soul was empty. I started hustling. Yeah, and then the song said that he didn't want to be a father because he was afraid that he would be like his dad. And isn't that something? Both of them end up like their dad, in jail, in and out of jail. But anyway, you guys, we believe it or not, children watch you. We can influence our kids either go good or bad. Martel so eloquently says that he's gonna influence this young man right now to turn his life around. But have you turned your life around, Martel? You may not be out in them streets doing anything like you used to do, but your mindset is still there. You still hustling, and other people is what you're doing. But anyway, you guys, at all costs, we have to reach in. we have to reach in for those children